Welcome to Josh and Tim Talk Sports NFL Prediction Show, Week 4. I'm Tim Shire.
I'm Josh Dome.
And we're going to have some fun giving some picks. And for Week 4,
You going to introduce the other guests, Tim?
we have some guests tonight. Thanks, Josh. Because you know I would have forgotten.
Yeah.
It was close.
That's why we're a partnership.
Yeah. One can still remember things and one can. We got to my right. Wow, I've had trouble with right and left. I had right and left shoes when I was a kid. To my right, Phil Goff. This is Phil's last show with us. It's his second show as a guest picker. Phil was our only guest so far on our regular show. Phil's moving to Kentucky
Tennessee.
to work for Fort Campbell military as a civilian. Phil has military background. His dad, great military man. And so we wish Phil good luck.
Thank you.
You know,
I appreciate it.
I've known Phil since 9th grade, I think it was, when you were in
Was it ninth grade?
quite a while.
Yeah.
9 years.
Yeah,
9 years,
crazy.
yeah. So we got Chuck Kolchuk, my broadcast partner. Chuck had another good week picking. And then we got Joey Snyder. I met Joey this year. Joey covered Lake County Captains. Was there a lot. I think that's the first time you covered a beat.
This was my first year, yeah.
Got to spend time in the press box with me, Joey.
It was,
And you know what,
I
Joey?
loved every second of it.
And you're not in a mental institution, so you survived. So that's good, because we put many in mental institutions through the years. So they just fell just short of winning the championship.
They did.
But it was a good year. I think what we'll start with here is we'll give the standings. We'll give last week. What happened last week? Tommy Shire, my son, he's not here. Something came up. Tony Throckmorton, our technical producer, he's not here tonight either. He had to go to a family wedding.
Can you believe that?
Yes, more important than
I
picks
know.
on our show.
I know.
Come on.
What is wrong with him?
I don't know.
I texted with him a bit. You know, I don't know. We may have him back.
Maybe.
But Josh will handle his picks tonight. I'll handle Tommy's.
Yep.
But here's last week. Tommy was 10-8. Chuck was 11-7. So I should have said Chuck first. Chuck was 11-7. Tommy was 10-8. Josh was 10-8. Steven Kolchuk, Chuck's son, he was our guest picker last week. He was 9-9. I was 9-9. I actually
What a
finished
surprise.
500. I did. I know. The bum finished 500. And Tony, surprisingly, finished 8-10. Actually, with all those picks, all those underdogs he picked, you know, that probably worked out well for him.
Yeah.
You know. But so the overall standings are Tommy Shire's in first place. He's 33-20-1. Chuck's in second, 32-21-1. Josh is in third, 29-24-1. Tony, our abandoner, is 27-26-1. The guest pickers combined, 27-26-1. And me, 25-28-1. Did I say it's soft enough?
Soft enough.
Okay, so we will get started. If I mess the order up, I am old, okay? So
Okay.
just remember that. So we'll start with Tommy since he's in first place. He's not here. Ohio State is playing Rutgers. That's
Yep.
right. And he's got Ohio State. Chuck, who do you have?
Buckeyes.
Okay.
Big.
You mean you're not going with Greg Schiano's team?
No. It's Rutgers.
Neither am I. Josh?
I'm going to go ahead and say me and Tony together both have Ohio State.
Wow, you guys are really going out on limbs.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Phil?
OHIO all day.
There we go. Okay. Joey?
Scarlet Knights to lose by 150.
Wow, that would be a lot.
If Woody Hayes was alive, he probably would go for it.
He might, yeah.
Buckeyes by 30.
I enjoyed
easily.
those days when he would run the score up.
Oh, yeah.
I remember when they beat Northwestern 77-0. They had to. The spot was 70. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to pick Ohio State, too. It gets me a win every week.
I was going to say, that'll be at least one win for you.
At least one, yeah. Yeah. So, now our high school game this week, you know, if Joey doesn't get it right, it's not really his fault. But I think he'll pick the right one. I didn't tell Joey what it was until he showed up here. So, that's kind of short notice. But the Harvey Red Raiders are hosting Youngstown Cheney. They're both 5-1. Tommy picks Harvey. Chuck?
Harvey.
Josh and Tony.
Once again, me and Tony collectively are going with Harvey.
Okay. Phil?
I am going to go with Harvey as well.
Go with Harvey.
Haven't heard, haven't had a chance to see him play, but I've heard good things. I'm gonna go Harvey.
You heard they're good.
I heard they're good
From a guy
from someone
that
who's connected.
has never made a mistake, right?
I mean,
yeah.
not that I've.
You
seen.
heard that all summer.
And part of spring.
Oh, thanks for adding that. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'm going to go with Harvey, too. I've seen Harvey, and wow. They are... I wasn't sure first time I saw them, but last week they dominated, and they could have scored even more than they did. They're really... Yeah, this is the best Harvey team in I don't know how long. Because, yeah, they're really good. But now we'll get to the NFL games, and we'll go with, we're going to start with tonight's game. We got the Bengals and the Dolphins. It's at Cincinnati, the only stadium in the NFL that I think is just as plain as First Energy. It's so plain too. Like, it's just like, what is this, Ohio? Let's just build boring stadiums.
Yes.
Because, and they're built around the same time too. They're just, oh gosh, boring. Tommy picks the Bengals. Chuck?
I'm going with the Dolphins.
Josh and Tony. There we go.
Well,
Josh.
no. I was just gonna say, Chuck's a big fan of that Dolphins quarterback, so I was really surprised to see him pick those Dolphins.
Let's. They can't protect their. Cincinnati can't protect their quarterback.
It went so
Miami's
bad last
defense
week.
is going to get to him a lot today.
Josh and Tony.
Tony is gonna go with the Dolphins.
Okay.
You know what? I think this
Josh?
game, I think this game can go either way. Really, it's going to be a good game, and I'm going to go with the Bengals.
Okay. All right. Bill.
Short week with Miami, and that game they had against Buffalo last week was kind of, I'd say, a little hot. So I'm going to have to go with the Bengals.
3 hurt his back, right?
Yeah.
He hurt his back.
Sure.
He hurt his
Concussion,
back.
Yeah.
Joey?
I gotta go Dolphins.
Okay.
Defense is tough. Waddle and Tyreek Hill. That's very good. Surprising team a little bit, but very, very good.
Okay. Well, I don't feel so bad then, because I'm picking the Dolphins too. So I'm not the only one. I don't look like a complete idiot. I don't want to say I don't look like an idiot. Yeah.
Nah, but this game can definitely go either way, I think.
Yeah, it
High
should be a good
scoring
one.
game.
Yeah.
It should be a good one. There won't be a lot of downtime for Al Michaels and Kirk Herbstreit to talk about other things, probably. Kirk Herbstreit's great, I think.
I like Kirk Herbstreit.
I think that might be one of the best NFL broadcasting pairs right now. I mean, I think I like Jim Nantz and Tony Romo. I think they're pretty good too. And I couldn't stand Tony Romo when he played. When I did predictions on my website, and we did a paragraph talking about the game, I would always refer to him as Antoinette Romo. Yeah, but now he's one of my favorite broadcasters. So, let's go with, we got Minnesota at the Saints. We know who Tommy's going to pick.
Yeah.
He's picking
yeah.
the Vikings.
Yeah, not a surprise. there.
And now, Chuck.
Winston's not playing well at all.
Oh, I'm stunned.
They have a bunch of injuries. I'm going with the Vikings.
Okay. Tony with
Oh.
Josh. Josh, what's Tony's pick?
You know what, Tim? Me and Tony collectively are going with the Vikings.
Okay.
You know, I'm not quite as high as Tommy is on the Vikings, but I think the Vikings are going to be really, really solid this year.
Okay. Phil?
I'm gonna go with the Vikings as well.
Vikings as well.
I need Jefferson to have a big game in fantasy this week.
I also do.
Okay.
So we need something big.
Joey.
That makes 3 of us need Justin Jefferson to have a big game of fantasy, and because of that, I am picking the Vikings.
I don't have him on any team.
I think he had a
He's terrible last week.
phenomenal first
Yeah.
week though, phenomenal. But I think the Vikings just better team overall, and I think they're going to take it.
Cook is
And-
hurt at it too.
What's that?
Isn't Cook hurt?
He
So
might
they're
be
going to throw the
questionable.
ball.
Who's hurt?
Isn't Cook hurt?
Oh, yes.
Cook.
Dalvin Cook is hurt. I think
Isn't
he
he
might be out.
questionable?
I think he's out, isn't
Really?
he?
They're
I
gonna-
think he
they're
might be
gonna-
out.
Is he
They're
out?
going to throw the ball a lot.
Yeah.
Give-
No, you're right. Questionable. I
thought
did.
he was questionable.
Because I was driving when I heard he was questionable. I
Yeah.
said, oh, what a shock.
But still, give the ball to
Hey,
Justin
did you see who
Jefferson,
else
though.
is questionable? Did not practice yesterday? We'll get to his game in a bit, but Christian McCaffrey.
Oh,
No
no.
kidding.
Isn't that something?
I still
Kid,
have
are you
the
stunned?
fantasy.
I'm not sure what it
I'm
was.
I'm
not
shocked.
He might.
I think it
might have.
said ego.
Pinky toe?
Maybe. I don't know. You know.
He
Hey,
might
no.
have stepped on a Lego or
Yeah.
something.
Oh
I
my
mean,
gosh, you know, I just Well, I'm gonna go with the Vikings. I just think they're better. I don't think the Saints are that good. Plus, I am not gonna pick the Saints.
Right. Your favorite division over there.
So, Jameis is still getting votes in the Buccaneers group for being MVP of that game.
Good.
So it's good. Yeah. We got Washington at the Cowpokes. Tommy picks the Cowboys. Chuck?
I'm going with the Cowboys. How can you go against Cooper Rush right now?
I'm telling you.
Uh-huh.
What did I
He's
predict?
playing really well.
I predicted he's the next Tom Brady. Just not he's got to win 7 Super Bowls, but I mean to come out of nowhere and be like maybe be good, you know. Tony, what does Tony have?
Well,
What do you have,
what?
Josh?
You know what, Tim? I don't. This is really crazy. Me and Tony are still on the same wavelength here. We're both going with the Cowboys. Cooper Rush just might be that guy.
So
Plus, the Commanders aren't very good.
So I'm trying to get this straight. You and Tony are on the same wavelength.
Yeah, I know. It feels
Weren't
really
you just
wrong.
mocking Tony?
It feels really wrong here, Tim.
He
it
was,
feels
right?
really wrong.
He was just mocking Tony. No,
It feels so wrong.
That's right. That's okay. You redeemed yourself there. Okay, Phil.
Man, I'm gonna have to go Cowboys as well.
Yeah.
Let's go.
You know what, Joey?
You know, I think that this game might be a little closer than people think, but I think
It is an NFC East battle.
I think Cowboys are going to come out on top. I think that Cooper Rush and his relationship with Noah Brown I think that's probably might what put him over the edge. Noah Brown with a big game.
Noah Brown
Okay,
is really
so
underrated.
so I'm picking the Cowboys too. So the Commanders are going to win because I have them with 12 confidence points. Yeah, and I'm in last place in that too. So
How are you below me? I didn't even make any
Too
picks
late to
last
change.
week.
Too late
Yeah.
to change.
I didn't even make any picks
Just
last
right.
week.
Well, no, you're behind me now,
Oh,
but
thank
you'll probably
God.
pass me if you make them this week.
Oh, jeez.
You probably will. That's how bad I am.
Oh, boy.
I'm just not doing well in predictions this year. I'm in last place in my college football pick 'em too,
Oh,
but not
boy.
by a lot.
All right.
First to last is 19 points, so that's pretty close. But okay, let's go with the next one. Seattle, Detroit. Tommy has the Lions, of course. What do you have, Chuck?
Lions at home. I like the Lions at home. They're even though they're not winning, but they're playing pretty good football. I'm going to take the Lions.
Josh, Tony?
Me and Tony, same thing. We got the
This
Lions.
is getting scary.
This is getting real scary, Tim.
This is getting scary.
Yeah.
Weird. Bill.
I am gonna go with the Lions as well.
Lions for Phil also. Joey,
Lions.
Lions, but DK Metcalf will have 2 touchdowns.
you have him in your
I have
fantasy
him in my
team.
fantasy.
I also have DK Metcalf.
I
in
stay away
fantasy.
from him. He's too inconsistent for me.
Yeah, he is. but
Like
he's
one
my
week
only
he'll get
option.
250 yards and 4 touchdowns, and the next
Yeah.
2 weeks he won't do anything.
Yeah.
That's why I don't have him.
Lions are a great team, though. Lions definitely taking them at home. So
Hold on, wait. Did you just?
I know. I caught that
Did you
too.
just say the Lions
It's
are a great team?
I caught that too.
Did you just say Lions are a great team?
compared to what they were predicted to be,
Okay,
at the
okay,
beginning
yeah.
of the season,
Because I was just gonna
I
say,
mean,
like,
they're putting a point.
I was just gonna say
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
in the last 60 years, that's
Right.
never been spoken.
I'm saying compared to what people thought they were going to be, the Lions. Are
I mean,
looking
look, I
pretty
feel
good.
bad for their fans. Are you kidding me? Like they've never been good.
Right, but
like
as
think
a,
about that.
But as a
Chuck.
Browns
Yeah,
fan,
they-
I don't
they-
feel bad
they-
for anyone.
Well, no,
Yeah, right.
they're worse than the Browns
They've been
in the
wor-
last
Yeah,
like 50
they've been
years.
much worse than the Browns.
It's been terrible.
Yeah, it's just not been good.
Like, oh, I mean, they threatened to take their Thanksgiving game away from them because they're so bad.
I mean, but if you look at their games, they got some players that really.
I think so, too.
you
And
got
I like their coach.
Hutchinson and St. Brown. And
I like their coach. I
Yeah.
say it every week on the show, so I'm going to say it.
Their running backs hurt.
They're going to bite somebody's
Swift
leg.
is hurt.
They're going to bite somebody's knee. Isn't that what he said? Bite
Yeah.
somebody's kneecap off.
Bite
That's
these, bite the kneecap
it. Yeah.
off.
So we got the Lions. Pretty much everybody, huh? Beating Pete Carroll's bunch. Now we got the Titans. Titans.
Who are you taking in that game?
Oh, I said it was Lions.
Okay.
Yeah. They're a great team. How can I not?
I mean,
Hey.
that's all right.
How can I not pick them?
Great.
Although the way I pick, I pick against the great team. Let's go with the Titans and Colts next. Another game it's still Lucas Oil Stadium, right? Tommy has the Titans. What do you have, Chuck?
Henry's going to run all over them. Titans.
He's not been good this year.
Nope. This is his come out
Yeah,
game
we'll
right
see.
here.
What do you got, Josh Tony?
Okay, finally. Tony. First of all, I'm going to say Tony's got the Colts, but that's the favorite. Tony has picked all the favorites so far.
Okay.
That's quite something. But
Yeah, that's odd.
yeah.
The
Yeah.
only
not
favorite
Tony Light.
is
No,
their home.
I'm going with the Titans, and I got the Titans.
Did Tony get a concussion or something? He's picking all the favorites.
I mean,
What's
he
going on?
left us. He's picking all these teams. I don't know what's going on with him.
Like, wow, that's weird.
Yeah,
And you're picking the Titans?
I am picking the Titans. Yes.
Phil.
I am gonna have to go Titans, considering I'll be in Tennessee come next week. So
yeah.
I have to
You're
go
a
with my
Titans
home
fan
state.
Oh,
Home
jeez.
state.
Wow.
Titans.
Boy, that didn't take long.
Nope.
I know you won't be picking them when they play a certain team from the AFC East.
I might.
Wow.
Actually, no. AFC East, no.
Yeah,
no,
you
not
know
the
that.
Bills.
Yeah, I know.
No, not the Bills.
Dad's from Buffalo.
No Bills. Bills all the way.
So, but his dad doesn't watch the NFL. I asked his dad if he'd be on here. No, I don't watch the NFL. You know that.
He gets sick of it.
He just your dad gets sick of the NFL for the same reasons I get sick of the NFL. You know, it's all the hype.
Yeah.
And all the different things. Yeah. But Joey, what's yours?
Going Titans. I
Titans?
think, good.
Okay.
Good team about to wake up.
All right. Yeah, they're not this bad, but I don't think the
No.
Colts are this bad either. I'm going to go with the Colts. I have it pretty low though. It's a 2-point, so I'm not real confident that they're. But I'm picking the Colts. Let's move on to the next game. Giants and Bears at New York. At the Meadowlands. Tommy picks the Bears. Chuck?
I think this is going to be a low-scoring game, and I'm going with the hometown Giants.
Okay. Josh and Tony?
Well, it just so seems that Tony does not have a pick on here for the Giants or the Bears. So I'm going to go on a limb and say that Tony's going to pick the Giants.
What if we called him? Is he at the wedding right now?
I don't know if he would answer.
Okay, so let's not call him.
I'm not going to make his pick for him. I would think he would pick the Giants, but I'm not sure.
We're going to go with the favorite.
Yeah, but
And is that the?
It's the Giants.
It's the Giants.
Yeah.
We'll give him the Giants since
and
he didn't pick.
I am also going with the Giants. I think me and him are both pretty high on the
We'll
Giants.
do a double Giants
I
pick
think
then.
me and him are both pretty high on the Giants.
We're gonna make his
so.
pick for him since he didn't do it.
Yeah,
It's his loss.
yeah.
You know,
He's
unless
got-
I just
we'll
didn't
give him
write
the
it down on
Giants.
there.
Yeah.
And if I didn't write it down on there, I'll look
yeah.
after the show. If I didn't write it down and he picks the Colts, then we'll switch it.
You
Or
mean-
the
you mean
Bears,
the
then we'll
Bears,
switch
yeah.
it. Phil.
I am gonna go with the Bears just because Kendall Vildor plays for them. He's from Georgia Southern, so
Georgia
I
Southern, there we go.
gotta stick with the Georgia Southern
Georgia
guys.
Southern. Did that MLB TV get working, by the way?
So I haven't tried it.
I haven't tried it
Nah,
for your
nah.
sister.
By the time it really matters, it's playoffs and
It's
everything
playoffs.
will be on.
Yeah, it's
on
true. It will be.
National TV. So
Yeah. She can remember that in the future, though. You can.
Yeah,
Being that you're
that's-
not going to
that's
be
what
here,
I'll
you
do
can
that.
use it. Yeah, it's
100%.
great.
I will do that.
I'm going to go with the Bears, too.
you
I'm
forgot
sorry,
to.
Joey. I didn't ask you. I'm sorry.
It's all right. I agree with Chuck. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game, but I'm actually going to go with the Bears instead of the
Okay.
Giants.
So we're 3-3.
Pretty split.
Like there might be 7 of us. There is. So, well, that's my math. Wycliffe education.
Oh boy.
Okay. Hey, you got to expect at least 10 to 15 screw-ups per show.
Per show, yeah.
At
yeah.
least.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's live TV.
Yeah.
I always wanted to say that. So let's go with next Jaguars at Eagles. This should be a quick one. Let's
Oh,
do this
yeah.
one quick. Eagles, Tommy, Chuck,
Eagles.
Josh, Tony.
Me and Tony. First of all, I don't think this is going to be a quick one.
Okay.
You
all
know
right.
what? The Jags have surprised me
Yeah, that's
very,
true.
very much.
Yeah, Urban Meyer's not there anymore, so they might.
Yeah. But, with that said, for some reason, me and Tony have the same team again. We got the Eagles.
Okay.
I'm
Phil,
gonna go Eagles.
you going
I'm
Eagles?
going Eagles. Yep.
Joey,
Eagles.
Eagles. And you know what? I'm gonna go Eagles also.
Shocker.
I almost said Steelers.
Oh, boy.
Well, they're right.
That
It's
must be the
next.
next game.
It's the next game. Yeah. Yeah. That's we got Jets at the Steelers. Josh's favorite quarterback in the NFL is returning.
Yes.
Yes. So that's Zach Wilson.
My boy, Zach Milson.
Jeez.
So much respect for that man. So much.
So, yeah,
Let's go.
we got that. So, Tommy says Jets. Chuck?
Tommy says Jets.
He has Jets.
Yeah.
He has. Yeah, he has Jets.
I'm still taking the Steelers.
Okay. You guys are battling for that first place, so that
I
could
like
be
the Steelers.
Yeah. Josh,
Yeah.
Tony.
I'm sure you can figure out who me and Tony picked. Obviously, we're going with the Jets. So,
Okay.
I mean, come on.
Phil,
I can never pick the Steelers. Jets.
Joey.
You know what? This is we're trying to pick who we think is going to win.
Yeah.
I think the Jets have an up-and-coming team, but I think the Steelers are going to win this week.
Yeah,
You had me for a second.
I'm going to the dark side too.
But I will say Mike Tomlin is going to be hiding his mom from Zach Wilson. So
You better.
I'm going to go with the Steelers too. I'm going with the dark side. I just can't. If Flacco was playing, maybe I'd go with the Jets.
I don't
But
know,
I think
man.
Zach Wilson is terrible.
I think Zach Wilson's going to show
You know,
you exactly how
how many-
great he is.
how
Zach
many-
Wilson to Garrett
How
Wilson.
many
Come on.
quarterbacks
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
at BYU have to be terrible in the NFL before people start saying, hey, maybe we shouldn't pick that BYU quarterback?
wasn't there a specific quarterback that came out in the '80s from BYU that was really good though?
This is Steve Young.
Steve Young,
Yes.
thank
That's
you.
it. That's it.
Yeah, well,
Jim McMahon wasn't good.
you'll see Zach
And I want to know
Wilson.
how Jim McMahon went to BYU.
You'll
That's
see,
a good question.
You'll see Zach Wilson, Tim. You'll see him.
How did Jim McMahon go to BYU? Like he goes against everything they stand for. Like, are you kidding me? Like, oh my God.
They needed a quarterback.
I don't know. But yeah, so we got that one done. Let's go with the Bills at the Ravens. Tommy picks the Bills. Chuck?
I took Buffalo. I think this is gonna be a
Allen's gonna
really
be
good
mad.
game.
Allen's going to be mad.
I
I think he's going to be mad. Josh, Tony?
Me and Tony got the Bills.
Okay. Phil?
I'm gonna have to go Bills,
That was
but
a
at the
surprise.
same
Stunning.
time, I
Yeah,
think that's
right.
gonna be a close game.
It
It's
should
gonna
be.
be a good
Yeah, it
game.
should be.
Lamar Jackson and
Yeah.
I
Josh
hope not.
Josh Allen.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
It's the fun
Future
games.
Buccaneers quarterback, Lamar
Yeah, right.
Jackson.
yeah.
I'm hoping. Joey?
I think Josh Allen is just going to be a man on a mission after
Yeah.
last week, and he's going to
I
go
agree.
6 touchdown passes to Stephon Diggs, who I may or may not have on my fantasy team as well.
I want to
So I'm
know.
going Bills.
I want to know. Did the NFL release a statement scolding Ken Dorsey for breaking the
Everything?
the Microsoft? What is that thing called that he broke?
Half of the stadium.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you know what? I guess scolding Ken Dorsey isn't like scolding Tom Brady. You don't get the publicity if you scold Ken Dorsey. But boy, he acted crazy, didn't
Oh,
he?
he was.
He was a little upset.
Yeah, he might have been a little upset.
You know. And if football coaches, though, in general, they do really get.
And Ken
they really
Dorsey
get-
was
How
a
does-
really
how
good
does Steven
quarterback in the
coach football?
NFL, right?
How does Steven coach football?
He's
Because
a-
I don't think I've ever seen Steven like.
he doesn't get mad.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
there to teach. He's not there.
Yeah,
To,
it's like
he doesn't get upset.
he doesn't. It's like, I mean, it's crazy. But so
Who you got, Tim?
who do I have? I have the Bills.
Oh.
I have the Bills. One more nail in the Ravens' coffin.
Yeah.
Why Lamar won't want to stay there,
Yeah.
and he'll want to head south and replace a legend.
You know, head south to a nice warm city.
Well,
You
after
know
Brady
it.
gets
Right on the
divorced, he
Atlantic.
might want
You
to play
know
a
it.
couple
Right
more
I
on the
years.
wonder what team that
Atlantic,
is. Must be talking about the
Can't
Dolphins,
wait.
huh?
No,
Exactly.
he's not going there. No, you guys
Or
are.
Atlanta.
You guys are. You're just saying
We're
that.
the Saints.
Oh God, please no.
You don't want him to replace another Tampa legend.
Okay, so we got the Chargers at the Texans. Tommy picks the Chargers. What do you pick, Chuck?
Yeah, even with all their injuries, I'm going with the Chargers. I'm not thoroughly convinced because I think the Chargers are.
Oh, did you see that?
Even with a healthy Herbert, I think they're way
Did you
overrated.
see they had an actual doctor inject Herbert?
Yeah.
Yeah, they learned their lesson, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Josh, Tony?
Me and Tony, we both got the Chargers.
You better hope he doesn't have a bad week.
I don't know what's going on with Tony because he hasn't picked one upset.
You know what? Maybe he did what I was talking about before the show. Maybe he didn't put a lot of thought into it, and boom.
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
Maybe he just picked.
That's what happens.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Bill,
All right, I'm not gonna put a lot of thought into it, so I'm just gonna go Texans.
there we go.
Switch it
Okay.
up.
All right,
Okay, there we go.
All right,
Switch it up.
all right.
All right, I like a bad
Joey.
pick once in a
I
while.
also have Texans.
Okay.
Too many injuries on the Chargers for me. I like Damon Pierce coming up on the
Ooh.
Texans.
Yeah.
I think that they have a good chance. I think they're going to take it.
I surely pray that they give the ball to Rex Burkhead.
What do you,
because
what do
that
you
is my
think
only
of
other
what do you
option in
think
fantasy.
of Texans quarterback Davis Mills? We have a thing about Davis on this show.
So what's that?
Long neck
Long
Dave.
neck Dave.
What do you think of him? You think he's good or you think he's bad?
I
What do
think
you
as long as I think he's okay, but as long as he hands the ball off to Damon Pierce
Or Rex Burkhead.
or Damon Pierce.
Do you think
Or
the
Rex
long neck gets in the way of his productivity? Or
Are his hands bigger than Kenny
I don't know.
Pickett's?
I don't know because the neck is so like, wow. You can't focus on anything else but the neck. It's like, what is going on here?
That's why they didn't want to trade for.
I gotta
that's
say,
why
though,
they wanted him.
I gotta say though, giraffes are one of my favorite animals. And I love how they have the basket high up. to eat out. No one else can get their food. It's beautiful.
That's how
Just great.
they get a Gatorade to Mills.
Maybe. Hey, I have him on two of my fantasy teams, so I'm not hating on the guy. I actually like the fact that he played so well last year they didn't draft a quarterback. That's pretty good. You know what I mean? Another guy that just was thought of as nothing. You know. But with that being said, I'm going with the Chargers. Because I can't pick
You can't pick
anyone.
long neck
I can't
Dave.
pick anyone over Justin Herbert.
No.
I mean, come on.
Good. So that means I have a good chance at winning this week.
Yeah,
on that
because
pick.
I didn't pick the Texans.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah, there we go. Now we got the Cardinals At Panthers, couple of guys who are about my height squaring off against each other. Tommy has the Cardinals. Tommy will never pick the Panthers. I don't think he will.
I won't. Yeah, me and Tommy got that in
Tommy's
common.
bitter like that. He is.
Me
He'll
and
never
Tommy
admit it.
Me and Tommy got that in common.
Yeah. Chuck?
Well, I'm going with the Cardinals.
Okay.
And their overrated quarterback.
Yeah.
Their overrated, high-priced quarterback.
I agree. Tony, Josh.
Me and Tony both got the Cardinals,
Yeesh.
but you know, the Cardinals are they're just better than the Panthers. I think that's just, that's just it.
Phil?
I'm gonna go with the Cardinals. MW2 beta is finally closed, so Kyler Murray can just focus on football now, not his video games.
Okay. All right.
That's a good point.
There you
Very
go.
good point.
Kyler Murray should be playing baseball. He's a better baseball player than he is a football player.
I don't know. I think he is a good
Well,
football
Oakland,
player,
I
but-
think, wants loyal people in their organization, and he's not loyal.
No.
So, Joey.
I think the Panthers have one of the most underrated players in the league, Brian Burns.
I knew,
Okay.
I knew
Okay.
that was coming.
Okay, okay.
I knew
I thought
that
he was
was
gonna say something else.
Nothing against. You know what? I'm not gonna hate on. I'm not gonna hate on he who should not.
You
be
better
named.
not say it
Yeah,
because
just
you know
don't-
you'll be.
let's
If you
just
defend
not.
him at all, you're going to be called
Yeah,
a
let's
just- but I-
Baker bro.
Right.
Let's
I'm not
just
gonna
not
hate
get
on him,
into
but I
it.
will say that he is, I think, the worst starting quarterback in the league at this point.
Thank you.
Oh, I don't know about that.
No, numbers. I
Who-
think
who-
QBR. He is
who's
the worst.
who's
in the league.
worse?
Okay,
He's,
well,
he's
all right.
the worst starting quarterback.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
So I'm going with the toddler, Kyler Murray and the Cardinals.
okay, I'm as much as I hate it,
He's
like
gonna pick
Chuck.
the Cardinals.
I'm going to pick the Cardinals too.
Is this your first week picking them, Tim?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe. Yeah, it's hard for me to pick.
I
him.
know.
I don't like people who aren't loyal, and he is not loyal. Then now let's go with the Patriots and at the Packers. Tommy picked the Packers. I got to say something real quick about this, and I'm in the media. Joey, media. The media is stupid.
Okay.
They asked Bill Belichick 12 times yesterday about Mac Jones' status. 12 times.
Your boy Mac and Cheese Jones.
I said that if I was Bill Belichick, I'd have taken the fine and I would have said, probably at the fifth person that asked, why the F are you asking me that question again?
How can they be so stupid?
I've seen it before, Chuck,
I mean,
at
it's just-
press conferences, and it's ridiculous. I mean, you haven't seen it, Joey, like covering the captains because we're legends and we don't ask them
And
questions.
these guys know that they're
But-
talking to Bill Belichick,
Yeah,
right?
I know.
Yeah, right.
It's not.
I think they
it's-
just try to get
This
to him.
is
I
Bill
think, yeah, that's what I was
Belichick.
gonna say.
Yeah, I think they just try to get to him. And Amy Lawrence on her show last night when I'm listening, when I bring my wife to work, I listen to it. She's stunned that he didn't answer.
Wow.
Like, what? Where have you been for the last 25 years? Of course he's not answering. That's who he is.
Yeah.
Okay, so we
That's
got
who he's
Tommy.
always been.
Yeah, we got Tommy picking the Packers. Chuck?
They have senior citizens starting in New England, I hear, on Sunday.
Who's that?
Who's that?
Oh, Brian
Is
Hoyer.
it Brian Hoyer?
I'm going to ask you this. You're a Browns fan. I'm going to ask you, why do you guys hate Brian Hoyer so much?
I don't hate Brian Hoyer. I just
No. I don't.
I have no ill will against Brian Hoyer. I just can't
Seems like
believe that
Browns
he
fans
still
just
has
can't
a job
stand
in the
him.
NFL.
Oh, I know.
That's all.
Well, with that said, I don't know if Browns fans just dislike Brian Hoyer. I think it's
No,
more
they'd
just,
rather go with the drug addict
well,
alcohol.
I think it's just more of a funny thing.
They would
Bri-
rather
like
go with the
Brian
drug
Hoyer,
addict,
Brandon
alcoholic
Weeden,
than
those
Johnny
guys,
Manziel.
man.
Oh, okay, I said you have to be more specific.
Are you-
there's a
are you
couple
trying
of
to-
Browns.
There's a couple.
Look,
You trying to
I
talk
don't.
about your
I
guy-
don't want mediocre anymore. That's what a Browns fan said to me. Like, wait, you don't even have mediocre, so how can you don't want that anymore? And who's the only quarterback still now because Mayfield ended under 500? Who is the only quarterback to be over 500 since they came back?
That would be Hoyer.
Brian Hoyer.
Good for Brian
just don't
Hoyer,
even
man.
understand.
I don't dislike
like-
Brian Hoyer. I think It's just funny to me. I don't know. I don't think he's horrible. I don't think he's good. It's just Brian
Isn't he
Hoyer.
from Cleveland?
So what you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shouldn't we be rooting for this
I
team?
I know. That's what I thought always. Yeah, I root for
We're
him.
not hating on him.
And guess
I
where he's
just-
from?
yeah.
Guess where he went to high
St.
school?
Ed's.
And I root for the guy. And you know how much I love private schools.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What are your
Green
picks?
Bay, by the way, was
Okay.
I thought. Yeah.
With all that being said, for
Josh.
some reason, once again, me and Tony, we got the Packers.
You got the Packers.
Yep,
Okay.
both of us.
Phil.
I'm gonna go Packers,
Packers?
as well. Yep.
Joey.
As long as they keep it on the ground, Packers.
Okay. And I've got the Packers too.
One of your favorite quarterbacks in the league, Tim, too, as well.
Boy, I'll tell you. Oh gosh. And by the way, he didn't beat the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers beat themselves.
Yeah, the video person did it on the scoreboard.
They just were bad.
Videotron.
They just were bad. Let's see. We got Broncos at Raiders. Tommy picks the Raiders. Chuck?
Well, I think the Raiders get their first win.
Raiders get their first win. Okay. Chuck and Tony, or Josh and Tony.
All right. Tony has the Broncos because he's a big Broncos country let's ride kind of guy.
Okay.
I've watched the
Oh, yeah,
Broncos.
he is.
Huh?
Yeah, he is.
Oh, yeah. I watched the Broncos, and that compels me to go with the Raiders. But I also am, I think the Raiders are finally going to get out of this little slump because they're one of those teams, another one of those teams like the Titans. Like they're not this bad. They're not
Yeah.
this bad.
Yeah, I agree.
The Raiders are going to come up. They're going to get their first win.
Okay. Phil?
I am gonna go with Broncos.
Broncos.
Switching it up.
Okay. Broncos. These are all kids born post the John Elway. They don't even know, Chuck. They don't
Nope.
even know.
I wasn't born post John Elway.
Well, but you haven't picked the Broncos yet. Who are you picking?
I'm picking the Raiders.
There we go.
Well,
See?
here's, I agree with everything Josh said. It's just like the Titans.
Yeah, they're not as bad.
They're not
They're-
that
no,
bad.
they're not.
I mean, I think that this is where they get their first win.
So I'm going to pick. I got the Raiders too. So yeah, I think they're not as bad as they. I can't root for Russell Wilson either anymore. So we got the last game that doesn't matter. Rams at 49ers. Tommy has the Rams. Chuck.
The Rams, I still think they're one of the better teams.
Chuck Tony, or jeez,
Jeez.
Twice.
Are we up to
I'm not
10?
even,
Are we
I'm
up
not
to
even
15
close
yet?
to 10 mistakes yet in the show. So.
You're definitely at 10. Okay.
Am I?
but
Okay.
Let's me and
Well, I
Tony.
can't count either then. So
Me and
that's
Tony
one.
both have the Rams.
The Rams.
Yep.
Okay. Phil.
They go 49ers.
All
here.
right.
Okay.
I love a
Let's
good bag pick
upset.
once in a
Why not?
while. That's why I'm
go.
here,
You
baby.
got none to lose.
No.
You got none to lose.
Yeah,
You know.
Yeah,
Garoppolo's
he's allowed to
my
make
QB.
bad picks.
Won't be able to razz you.
Okay. There we go. All right.
I
gotta stick with the Niners.
All right. Joey.
I'm going Rams.
Rams. I'm going Rams too.
Ah.
Okay, so now the two games that matter, and don't say this one doesn't matter because it does. you guys. I gotta get this more NFC South friendly group at some point. I do.
Yeah, go
There's
Saints.
Buccaneers fans
Go
in this
Saints.
area. There are. They may be fakes, but there are. We used to have one just lived right up the street. Believe it or not, on the corner.
How much did you pay him?
No, I think he lived there it was like, wow, he's got a Buccaneers flag in his yard.
Wow.
Yeah.
I remember this story from like one of the captain's press box.
Yeah. That's a story you can tell
Yeah.
from the press box.
Mm-hmm.
There's some you can't.
Most you can't.
Yeah, the language isn't exactly. Yeah. We are not politically correct up there.
No.
Let's go with, we got the Chiefs and the Buccaneers Sunday night. It's going to be played in Tampa.
Yeah.
You know, the people down there are having some trouble.
Yeah.
So hopefully things get better down there.
Yeah.
Tommy picks the Buccaneers. He's a good kid.
What a smart pick for him.
He's a good kid. He doesn't live here anymore, so he doesn't have to
Yeah. Yeah.
I won't throw his stuff out his bedroom window.
Yeah.
So, Chuck?
I'm gonna go with one of your favorites. I'm gonna go with my homie.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. Josh?
Tim, I love being a communist on your show, but that's not even the sole purpose.
You're going to annex Ukraine?
Me and Tony, once again, we're not going against my homie.
All right.
Got the Chiefs.
Phil?
They're talking about Mahomes. I'm going to talk about Jet McKinnon, another Georgia Southern grad.
I like Jarek
so-
McKinnon. I like Jarek McKinnon.
I'm going to go with.
You know the whole.
I'm going to go with the KC.
You know everybody in the NFL from Georgia Southern?
It's not many, so yes.
Well, that's more than a lot of
So,
schools.
Yeah.
Yeah, so. Okay.
But yes.
So you're going
Jet
with
McKinnon. Yep.
He's on the Chiefs.
Yep. Look it up. He beat Florida.
You people. Joey?
Well,
Are you covering the Captains next year, Joe?
I am.
You're covering the Cavs this winter, too, probably.
Yeah.
Probably going to see me there.
I will. I will. Yeah, I'm going to tell you.
If we're in the food line, I could always carry a bottle of arsenic. So, who are you going to pick, Joey?
This is tough because my head's telling me Mahomes, but my heart is still telling me Mahomes. So I gotta go KC.
That's great. That's great.
And your pick? Let's see who you pick.
Well, this is.
You gonna go with your heart, or are you gonna go with the
Probably my
reasonable?
first-
No,
on
I'm
this
going to
show.
go with the team that has a dominating defense.
Okay.
That's fair.
Their offense has not been good, but they're getting at least one receiver back this week.
Mike Evans.
Mike Evans.
Yeah. It's good for one of my
He,
leagues.
I'll tell you what, his teammates should be a little mad at him.
Yeah.
If they had him last week, they probably would have won.
That's true. That's
So
true. I agree.
they should be mad at him.
And
You got to control yourself and not
Yeah.
get suspended.
That's what I said. People were, getting on me for saying, it was all Marshawn Lattimore's fault, but I said, you got to be the bigger person and just let it go.
You said it was Marshawn Lattimore.
I said no. People were getting on
okay.
me for not saying it was
No,
all
I don't think
his
it
fault.
was. I think he deserved to be suspended.
Oh yeah,
Evans, no doubt about it.
yeah.
I think me and you talked
Did
about
I
this.
ask you? Did I ask you?
Wait. me and you had this conversation in the press box because I did.
Wait,
say,
hold on. Woo, up. What's the press box rule?
I don't remember.
We have the Vegas rule, right?
No, it's clean.
Okay.
It's clean. I told you. I said he did. When he was talking to the refs, he did have the best excuse of all time, though.
Oh,
He
defending
said-
Tom Brady.
He said, "It's Tom
But
Brady.
his,
What do you
but
want
his
me to do?"
excuse is invalid because he also did the same thing to Lattimore when Lattimore was getting in Jameis Winston's face.
That's very true. Yeah.
So yeah, you defended Jameis Winston, so that kind of
But he didn't say he's Tom Brady. What do you want me to do?
So all right, but I'm gonna go with the Buccaneers because I just think with him back, the defense is really good. I'm actually buying into their secondary, and maybe this will be the week that I'm returning it, but I'm buying in. I think their defense is
You still got to score, right?
almost. Yeah, that's true. You're right.
Yeah.
But I think they'll figure that out. I think they'll figure that out. It's not been Brady's fault. It hasn't. He's not played bad. They should have tied that game last week. They get a penalty. Leonard Fournette walks into the end zone, penalty on the 2-point conversion. And they don't get it then the second time. So, I mean, they've made
Delay a game.
Yeah.
how? I don't know.
Is
So
that the QB's fault?
I don't know whose fault that was. But the offense being bad this year, a lot of it has been the offensive line. Those guys got to play better. They got to play better. I mean, I think they can run the ball, but they don't run it very much. And it's ridiculous. I'm not saying Fournette is Chubb and Hunt,
No, but Fournette's
but
solid.
he's pretty good.
He's pretty good.
He's pretty good.
Yeah.
You might want to run him more than 5 times a game.
Yeah.
It'd probably be a good idea.
Yeah.
All right, so I know you guys you're finished with that. So let's go with What else do we have here? Do we have anything else? Oh yeah, Browns. You should know me by now, Mr. Shire. Browns at Falcons.
The Falcons.
In the Mercedes Lexus Georgia Dome or whatever it's called now.
It is, yeah.
Georgia Southern ever play there?
I was about to say something
I
about
don't
it.
think so.
No, I wondered if they ever had.
No.
Maybe against, somebody that pays them like $1.5 million to
Right,
play them.
right. Hey, the teams they pay them that much, they
Kick
go
like
up and beat them.
they'd kick like 80-yard field goals there, huh?
Yeah.
They got good kickers at that school.
Yeah, they
There's
do.
no doubt about it. Is the kicker good now?
It's not bad.
So he
not-
can only kick from 60.
He's not Tyler Bass or Koo.
Yeah. So, okay, so we've got Browns at Falcons. Tommy picks the Browns. Chuck?
This is game 4.
Yeah.
And for
Yeah.
the Browns, I honestly believe this is a must-win. They must win this game.
Yeah, you can't lose a game.
So I'm obviously going with the Browns. They got to win this game.
I mean, you already lost one terrible team. So. Josh?
Yeah, see, that's what scares me, these must-win games, like, the Jets.
Were you the one that said that scared you? You picked the Browns, but didn't you say
Yeah.
it scared
Oh, yeah.
you?
Oh, yeah.
I think Tommy did
Yeah,
too.
yeah. But, yeah. Once again, Tony
And
does-
I think
Tony
I said,
does
well,
not
we don't have
a pick on
receivers
here.
out.
Tony does not have a pick on here, but I'm going to go on a limb here and say that Tony's picking the Browns. All right?
I got to look here because I can't.
I got to go on a limb and say Tony's picking the Browns.
It's killing him to
Oh,
put
yeah,
the
at the
Browns
beginning.
down.
Browns.
Okay, yeah.
Tony Browns.
Yeah. But, so I'm also going to go with the Browns.
Mhm.
You know what, then? I got to say, the Browns' offense, has been really solid. And you know what? Jacoby Brissett played his heart out
He's
last
good.
game.
I like
He
Brissett.
played a really good game.
He's played pretty good the last couple games.
And,
I-
and Jacoby, you can tell he wants to win.
Yeah, I mean,
It's that defense is horrible. It's
Yeah,
awful.
I had a discussion with NFL insider Jeff Shudell. Not long after it was, I don't think OTA. I think maybe OTAs were just beginning, and we talked about Brissett, and and I said I think he's pretty good, Jeff, and I think he's had bad teams that he's been on, and I think he's pretty good, and he didn't disagree. He and Jeff knows a lot. So, I think he's not really even surprised me, really. He's not surprised me that he's played well. He doesn't make dumb mistakes.
There's only one that I can recall.
So, he's
But,
pretty
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
What do you got, Phil?
I'm gonna go with, as much as I want to pick another Georgia Southern, ex-Georgia Southern player, I'm gonna have to go with the Browns here.
Yeah. Go
Who's the
against
extra?
your will.
Oh,
baby.
Cool.
oh yeah,
Okay.
there he is. Okay.
Oh.
Didn't he originally get drafted by San Diego?
Yes.
Yeah.
He did.
As you know. Oh, there we go. Wow. You're gonna.
Better take a sip of your
I
cherry.
might have to.
Yeah.
When Joey ramble a little bit so I can take it.
You know what? Brissett 9th in the league overall in QBR, which is pretty good. Like you said, he doesn't make a lot of mistakes. You got the run game, which is going well. But again, these must-win games do scare me.
It's a must-win game against such a bad team.
Well, I think if they
That's why,
if
man.
they would have beat the Jets,
Right.
I don't think
This wouldn't have been-
this
yeah.
wouldn't be an issue.
No.
But I think that they're going to have a hard time covering Pitts and London just
Well,
because
Pitts is good, yeah.
their secondary has been awful. So
Yeah.
hopefully
That's
they can,
secondary in the NFL.
We
That's
don't-
what I heard before the season.
we don't know if Miles is going to be playing or what's going on.
Yeah, I know.
Ward's hurt.
So,
I think
are-
he came back. He came back. He
So are you
practiced today.
picking the Browns or are you picking?
I am 100% picking the Browns, but this is another game that scares me.
Okay.
I'm guessing Miles Garrett does not play Sunday.
I'm probably guessing
yeah.
that too.
Let's do a little survey here.
Yeah.
I already have my pick here.
Okay.
Phil won't be on the survey, so he can see that I'm not. See what I got. Okay.
Wait. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder.
Who am I
Tim-
picking? Chuck.
So
I think you're gonna go with the Browns.
Who am I picking, Joey?
I'm going to say you're going to go with the Browns.
Josh.
I know you want to pick the Falcons, and I know you want me to think you're picking the Falcons, but I think you're picking the
Yeah,
Browns.
I'm picking the Browns. I'm picking the Browns. I just can't I like Mariota, but
I had
mean,
bench him this
and
week.
as bad as the Browns defense has been, I don't think they're that bad. Even although the one thing that could happen is Browns fans who were complaining about Myles Garrett. One isn't here tonight. Yeah, he ranted last week about it.
Yeah, he did.
If he doesn't play this week, I think you're going to find out, as we had a good phone conversation the other day about this. I don't care about sacks. I don't care about a guy's getting sacks. He's getting doubled and triple teamed, and he's letting someone else is able to get in there.
Yep. And not just that, but he's still, even getting double and triple teamed, he actually still leads the league in QB pressure.
And I compare him to, I was comparing him when we were talking about it, to Warren Sapp. I'm like, if you look at Warren Sapp's statistics, statistically, like the things people look at, tackles, sacks,
Right.
it's not even that impressive. But if you understood what he did,
Yep.
freed up other guys.
Mm-hmm.
If Jadeveon Clowney's healthy,
He plays.
it could
Sunday.
still be all right.
Yeah, I think he's supposed to play.
It could still be
supposed to
all right.
play.
But
No,
that's
he's gonna
if
get a
that
couple
guy
games.
stays healthy, he's played well when he's been healthy.
Yeah.
And why is that? Because Myles Garrett's freeing it up for him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when, and going back to the Warren Sapp thing, those years Simeon Rice had in Tampa were the best years of his career because Warren Sapp was freeing it up and he was killing quarterbacks.
Yeah.
So I think that's the, I think just because he doesn't get sacks, he's still really good.
Yeah.
So, but well, it looks like that's it for the picks for tonight. You got anything, Josh? Anything else to say?
I just gotta say, Tim, I gotta really applaud you for just wearing a t-shirt and shorts right now. I can't believe you're making it through right now.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
My fingers are cold.
Yeah, my fingers. I can't feel them very well right now.
The rest of me is not, but my
Yeah,
fingers
that's
are. They're a
crazy.
little bit cold.
But I have to say, I think we agreed on a lot this week, Tim.
I think we did. That's probably not a good thing.
No, that just means you're gonna screw up all my picks, huh?
Oh, man, yeah. But the thing about that, Josh, is if you do bad, we agreed on a lot of things, so I'm not gaining any ground.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna
and
stink.
also, I think me and Tommy had every single pick the same, maybe except for one.
I think so too. I thought I saw
I'll pick
that.
with the number one guy, so I'll take it.
But
I'll take those odds.
did I don't know. I don't know what I was going to say. How'd the bowling go last weekend? Did you bowl last weekend?
Not last, 2
No,
weeks
it was
ago.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you guys have anything this weekend?
Yeah.
Wisconsin,
We're going out to Wisconsin this weekend.
Oh, where in Wisconsin?
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee.
Oh my gosh.
Mhm.
Are you going?
I am. I'm going. I'm leaving tomorrow after
Are
work.
Are you guys gonna like? Where are you staying?
I'm staying at a Hampton.
Oh, you guys aren't staying at the Pfister Hotel?
You paying?
Well, no. Oh, is that a high class one? Laverne and Shirley always went there. I just wondered if I didn't think it was that expensive.
No, we're staying at a Hampton. That's what Mama set us up with.
That's
so that's
so
where we're
good.
going.
Yeah.
Hamptons are usually pretty nice.
Yeah.
Milwaukee.
Yep.
That's cool. You have to tell me how that is. I feel like Milwaukee's a lot like Cleveland.
Never been there.
Me neither.
I just feel
It's
like
gorgeous. I love it there.
is it nice?
Yeah.
Is it cool?
Yeah.
It seems like it's a pretty
It's a
cool
fun
place. Like it's kind of like here. Is it kind of like here?
A little bit, yeah.
It's not
I'd
a
say
big
so.
city. It's
No,
kind of just
no, it's
like
tiny.
yeah. Seems like it'd be neat. Well, this is it for Phil. Phil, thanks for coming on our show.
Thank you very much.
You know,
I
I'll miss
appreciate
you.
it. Yeah,
I'll miss you. You can still
everybody
text
here.
me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I'll still talk to you.
good luck down there,
Thank you. Appreciate
helping
it.
our military,
Yes. Thank
which
you.
is always a good thing.
Thank you.
And thanks for coming on, Joey,
Thank
at
you for-
late notice, like an hour and a half before the show.
Thank you for inviting me and telling me to dress warm.
Yeah, I was right on, right?
Dead
And
on.
I'm dressed like it's 95 and sunny.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, this is Cleveland. 55
so-
degrees is
Hopefully,
it's normal
hopefully
to
we
me.
can have you on again.
Like it.
Yep.
I'd love it.
And when the show's up on YouTube, I'll tag you when I tweet it, so you can see it. Chuck, again, thanks for being on.
My pleasure.
And Josh, we may or may not.
Yeah.
We got to decide.
Yep.
We may or may not do. I just going to be first. Josh has heard of this. We may or may not do a postseason preview show
Oh, that's
A
what
short
we're talking
one?
about. Okay.
too. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
To see if we could get something in about the Guardians.
Okay. Okay.
But we'll put it out there if we do
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
So
And also, about the.
we may
the
switch to
Wednesdays.
Wednesdays starting next week.
Yeah.
I'll post about it on the Facebook page and on Twitter, and Josh could post on the other social medias.
Yeah.
But I think that's it for tonight.
Yep.
So everybody have a good week, and we'll see you next week.